What's going on, guys? So into this video, we're going to be reviewing a new Voigtlander lens that I just acquired. This one is the Color-Skopar 28mm f2.8 Aspherical Type II lens. So one of the newer lenses that Voigtlander released. Now, the one surprising thing is that I haven't actually opened the box and it seems that there is no lens in here. So we're going to be waiting. This lens is probably super light. I just saw it at B&H and I decided to pull the trigger. So let's go. Now, as you can see, the box is very Voigtlander-ish, nothing new in here. And we're gonna be unboxing this lens right now. So let's see what we find inside. Typical manual, and this lens most likely is also made in Japan. One of the things that nobody actually ever reads are manuals, not including myself. Now, this one is gonna be an unboxing of the lens only, but I'm planning to put some more time with this lens and also do a comparison with the Elmer 28mm f2.8 lens from Leica, which is another lens that I own. But yeah, the first thing that I was telling you guys is that this lens feels very light. And we do have something else here. This seems to be a lens hood with, a metallic cap. So we're gonna be unpacking this thing right away and giving you guys a closer look. All right, so yes, like I mentioned before, this lens is really light, Now the lens with the cap weighs 126 grams. This is, guys, very light. Let's remove the caps. And without the caps, this lens is, 108. I mean, it's super light. I believe it's actually lighter than the Elmer that right now, unfortunately, is being repaired at Leica. But I'm gonna put the weight of that lens right here on the screen so you guys can see. All right, so let's actually review this lens and see, its glory. First thing that I can tell you is, like I mentioned before, super light. I'm gonna actually pop it in my Leica M11p, so it's gonna be a lot easier to work with it. And here we have it. So as you can see, it protrudes very little. It's very light. To be honest with you, I just popped this lens in and I don't know if I pop a lens or not because the camera keeps feeling the same. So there is not noticeable difference on the weight of the body once you put this lens, which I think is something really good. Now let's take a closer look at the construction of this lens. And the first thing that I always do with every lens is to handle the focus ring. And this one, pretty fluid, something that's very common with Voigtlander lenses. And one of the things what I keep going to Voigtlander lenses, specifically because you get a lot of lens, a lot of quality for your money. And the focusing action of Voigtlander lenses, in my opinion, is one of the best that I've tried. Even better than some of the Leica lenses, and I have to say this. All right, so now we have here an aperture ring. It goes from f2.8 all the way to f22. And as you can see, this one is also a very minimalistic type of aperture ring. It is knurled all the way around. And it has, this opening that actually coincides with the f2.8 and also the 22. Actually it's pretty grippy. And the focusing tab, I think, is a pretty good size. And as you guys can see, super fluid. This is one of the things that I like about Voigtlander lenses, the action of the focusing ring. Now, right over here, we have a focusing scale, and I got this lens in silver. I believe it also comes in black, but actually, I like the combination of silver and black, as you guys can tell right here. And this one, it's no difference. It looks really good in the Leica M11p. And one of the things that I like about silver lenses, I think, in my opinion, it's a lot easier to read, the distance scales here, specifically if you're doing street photography and you want to zone focus. All right, so this is actually pretty much it. When it comes to the lens, the element, seems to be small at the front of the lens barrel. Now, the other thing that I want to review is this thing that came also with a lens that it seems like it is a lens hood. Let's actually remove it and pack it. And the one thing that I noticed, it has also its own lens cap, which is made out of, I guess, aluminum. Feels metallic. We're gonna remove it. And this is how much the lens grows. Of course, it adds no weight whatsoever. I can barely feel the weight of this thing in my hand. So it's actually really nice. They have this lens hood that does not add a lot of size or bulk to the lens. Really good, and it's probably like a good good thing to actually leave it on because it's not too big and it would actually protect the lens. So this is actually pretty good. I don't know if this is an indication that this lens may actually flare up a lot, but we will have to, you know, wait and see when we start trying this lens. Now, the other thing that you can see right here, hopefully you can see, it says made in Japan. So that's actually good. You know, Voigtlander lenses are always, you know, made with high standards. And to be honest with you, there are a lot of lenses from Voigtlanders that I enjoy more than my Leica lenses. One of them is, for example, the 21mm versus my 21 f2.8 from Leica. You know, the Voigtlander lens, you know, I don't know, I just feel that it feels a lot better to focus with it, and it's also a little bit smaller. So this is going to be the video for today, guys. You know, quick unboxing of the brand new, let me actually read the name because it's pretty long. The brand new Voigtlander Color-Skopar 28mm f2.8 Aspherical Type II. We'll see if this lens is any good. I'll follow up with another video. I'll see you soon. Take care.